brother who you, I'm that brother who you, trying to kill my crew, trying to kill my team.
What's up everybody, it's the Pompadour here to give you guys a top 10 surrounding The Walking Dead once again. I've given you guys every Walking Dead death. Now it's time to talk about those Walking Dead villains that really made you say, man, they're crazy. So pretty much everyone, here are the top 10 best Walking Dead villains. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, Martin. The reason for Martin being on this list is the pure fact for the little we knew about him and the few times he appeared on the screen, he somehow made an impression on us. He participated in eating a Bob with his boss, and if it wasn't for Martin, Gareth would have never found the group in the first place. He was not only a cannibal, but he also threatened to kill baby Judith in order to escape capture from Tyrese and Carol. He was such a disturbing character that he haunted Tyrese on the day that he died.
You're still around, but you haven't had to get your hands dirty, I can tell. So you're a good guy. You have no idea about the things I've done. You're a good guy. That's why you're gonna die today. That's why the baby's gonna die.
Coming in at number 9, Officer Dawn Lerner. So Dawn was a character that we didn't know much about. She was the police officer in charge of the brutally and corrupt system at Grady Memorial Hospital. For most of her run, she was a limited background character, but somehow still made her presence felt. What has her on the list is the fact that she was unhinged and had serious control and anger issues. She also turned a blind eye to all the abuse that was happening at the hospital, which led to a character like Gorman being able to abuse all their members at the hospital. We also can't forget the fact that she killed Beth. Yes, it was by accident, but she killed Beth nonetheless.
Just need Noah. And then you can leave.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Noah was my ward. Beth took his place and I'm losing her, so I need him back. Ma'am, please, that's not...
Coming in at number 8, Joe. So Joe and his crew were not in the series long, but when they were, they came out as ruthless as any other character on the show. Joe, being the cold-blooded leader, gets the nod here for laying down the rules he let down for his crew. The moment where he threatens to let his crew hurt and murder Carl as they constantly hurt Daryl was one of the most uncomfortable scenes to watch.
Listen, it was me. It's just me. See, now that's right. It's not some damn lie. If we can settle this, we're reasonable men. First, we're gonna beat Daryl to death. Huh? Yeah, we'll have the girl. Then the boy. Then I'm gonna shoot you, and then we'll be square.
Coming in at number 7, Merle Dixon. From the first time we met Merle, we knew he was going to be trouble. What no one expected was just how worse he could get once he joined the governor. Murdering many men for the Woodbury leader, he became kind of a sociopath himself. He captured Glenn and Maggie, keeping them prisoners and beating them often. He also almost got Glenn killed by throwing a walker into a room he was in. He was a violent and hateful man for almost his entire run on the series. The fact that he almost never felt remorse makes him be in the top 7 on this list.
Walkers are choking down at me every step of the way. Last chance. Where's your group? All right. Suit yourself. You're a pretty big snack for this fella. But you know what they say. He's gonna be hungry again in an hour. Go!
Coming at number 6, the W Man. It appears that this guy's real name was Owen. Owen was shown to be a cunning, greedy, violent, and dangerous person. He was pretty much the only wolf member that we knew about. He appears to care about nothing other than survival for himself by any means necessary, is more than willing to rob and murder other survivors of everything they have. Despite his dark and sadistic nature, it is shown that Owen was not a complete monster and was shown to be capable of caring for others as he saved Denise's life instead of fleeing from Alexandria. And before he meeting his demise, he urged and helped Denise to escape. Coming in at number 5, Dwight. After briefly deserting the Saviors with his wife and sister-in-law, Dwight was somehow captured by the group and his face half burnt as punishment. He is now one of their high-ranking members and serves as a secondary lieutenant. Going back, Daryl invites Dwight to Alexandria, to which he accepts. All is well until Dwight holds Daryl at gunpoint, apologizes, and steals his bike and crossbow. We can't forget that he also shot the guy that we all love. Coming in at number 4, Gareth. What makes Gareth an awesome and interesting villain is because he started off trying to help other survivors by providing them shelter. But then he somehow switched to the dark side after Terminus was seized by a gang of robbers and thugs. He then turned his group into cannibals where he would lure fellow survivors to Terminus in order to eat them. Later he went on to trap Rick and the gang, and no one will ever forget him eating Bob while Bob was still alive.
I just hope you understand that nothing happening to you now is personal. Yeah, you put us in this situation, and it is almost kind of a cosmic justice for it to be you. But we would have done this to anybody.
Coming in at number 3, Shane Walsh. Now, Shane has had one of the most compelling story arcs on The Walking Dead. The best friend good guy turned unstable and then turned into pure evil in the course of 2 seasons. Yeah, Shane's on this list. It became clear that there was no going back for him when he sacrificed Otis to be eaten alive by the walkers. He went on to threaten to kill a large number of the original Atlanta group members, as well as have some serious love intentions when it came to Lori. He has to be on this list because he was one of the pure good ones who we saw fall from grace.
Man, let me ask you something. Did a living, breathing person, did they walk away from this? Stop! 30 rounds in the chest. If someone who's alive, could they just take that? Why is it still coming? That's its heart. It's long. Why is it still coming? Shine it out. Hey, you right, man. That is enough.
Coming in at number 2, Negan. This is one big bad thug. Oh, and remember Lucille?
This is Lucille, and she is awesome.
At some point after the outbreak, Negan formed a group of survivors he named the Saviors, which mainly consisted of thugs and bandits who operated under his command and fiercely ruled over. He goes on to inform Rick that he is keeping his group alive as he intends to make them work for him. However, in retribution for Rick and his people killing many Saviors, Negan warns that he will have to kill one member of the group. Negan ultimately comes with the idea and begins pointing at each survivor with Lucille, chanting, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo."
Meanie, miny, mo. Catch the tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me to pick the very best one. And you are. It. Anybody moves, anybody says anything, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father, and then we'll start. You can breathe. You can blink. You can cry. Hell, we're all gonna be doing that.
Coming in at number 1, the Governor. So to most Walking Dead fans, the Governor is the worst and most damaging villain the show has ever seen. He killed plenty of innocent people, including Herschel, threatened to hurt Maggie, and when we look back, he ultimately caused the death of Andrea. His actions were some of the most brutal the series has ever seen. He manipulated everyone into believing he had good intentions, but when someone we look back, you can see pure evil in his eyes. Well, there you have it, everyone. My top 10 favorite Walking Dead villains. Now, I know you guys aren't going to agree, so just comment down below what you think, who you think I missed, who should have been on the list, who should not have been on the list. So, as always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, and the Pompadour will bolt.